Go. Hi, my name is Stephen Goldstein. I am a lawyer in New York and New Jersey. I do personal injury trials, criminal defense trials, and I have been a client of Katya's for about a year. And why does someone like me go to Katya? I obviously do a lot of reading in my job. I love to read. And actually, when Katya tested my reading, I was already reading at 750 words a minute, which she had told me is about 3 times faster than average. So why would I continue? What has she done for me? Well, one of the fascinating things I wanted to find out was why I was able to read that fast. And it was very interesting how she was able to point out some of the things I was doing, it was pure luck. And then we went over technique, and I've improved even more. But she's so much more than speed reading. What she was able to help me with is I do a lot of trial work. I have to be on my feet. I have to be able to understand. I have to be able to recall things. My memory was not that great. One of the great things she does also is she helps you to comprehend while you're speed reading. It's easy to read fast, but if you don't actually understand what you're reading and you can't recall it 5 or 10 minutes later, then there's really no point to it. And that to me was one of the great things that she was able to help me with. What she also helped me with, besides comprehension, is memory training and being able to visualize the content that I was reading. There's a whole system that she teaches, and it was especially effective for someone like me who has to be on their feet constantly. I don't like to look at notes. So what she did with me was she trained me to remember the stories I needed to tell in my trials, to retain the facts that I had read previously, and it's absolutely helped me become a better trial lawyer. What she's also done, which is great, is I have a 14-year-old daughter who, like a typical teenager, was not so fond of reading. I brought Katya to my house. She worked with my daughter 2 times, and my daughter now loves to read. Because like anything else in life, part of the problem I found with my daughter was she wasn't reading as quickly as she wanted to, and she wasn't comprehending. And like anything else, if you're not as good at something as you want to be, you sort of tend to not do it, and you'd want to do other things. But Katya was fantastic. She's a great role model for young women my daughter's age. She's smart. She's obviously attractive, and it was great for my daughter to have a role model to look at someone like that and say, wow, she's cool. She reads fast. She's really intelligent. And sometimes someone like Katya coming in talking to a teenager is much more effective than me or my wife doing it. So I wholeheartedly endorse Katya if you're a professional who wants to improve their comprehension, their memory, their presentation. If you're just an average person who just wants to read quicker, or if you're a parent who wants to help their child in school or just learn to love reading. Because what I've learned in my life is it's probably the most important thing is to learn to love to read, because that helps you with learning. It helps you with learning about the world around you, and it exposes you to all new things. So I would absolutely recommend her. If you're even thinking about it, sit down with her, talk to her. I promise you she will impress you and she will blow you away.